So the first breathing technique would be 3 parts breathing, or also called as intentional breathing or Deergha Pranayama technique. So just before we practice the other pranayama techniques, or we sit for meditation, or before we start off with any kind of yogic asanas, this part of practice is very important. What is this 3 parts breathing? So first I will just take you through the techniques, and then I'll make you understand whatever benefits we get out of this practice. Okay. So for this you can always sit down into any comfortable position, or maybe if you're having any back issues, or depending on the age related issues, you can also lie down onto your back, onto any flat surface. You can also do it on your bed, you can do it on the mat, by lying down on the mat, or else if you are comfortable to come into a seated comfortable posture, you can come into that also. Okay, let's place the palms onto the knees in any comfortable position. Okay, maybe the palms placing upwards or downwards. Let's keep the shoulders relaxed and the neck relaxed. Close the eyes and take this opportunity, this moment, to just watch the breath as it is flowing. So we'll just take about 1 or 2 seconds here to just watch the up and down movements of the breath. Don't put any efforts. First just get aware of the breath, how it is flowing, what is the texture of your breath. The moment you close your eyes, you might get disturbed by a lot of thoughts, what is happening in your mind. So have the acknowledgement of all the thoughts, accept the thoughts. The moment you start accepting the thoughts, you will be allowing it to let go. And you will be able to build that attention towards the breath. After a couple of seconds, you will start feeling comfortable into the inhalation and the exhalation. Now start observing the sensations from the body, what you are feeling for every breath of yours, So we can start the sensations by feeling it in your abdominal region. So you can keep your left hand onto your abdomen and inhale and exhale in the same way. Just observe the abdominal movements, okay? So as you inhale, the abdomen starts bloating, and as you exhale, the abdomen starts sinking into the spine. With your inhalation, just take a couple of rounds with your hands on your abdomen to understand the mechanism internally, the sensations internally from your abdominal region for your breath. Inhaling, you will find the abdomen bloating in the front. Exhaling, you will find the abdomen sinking into the spine. A couple of breaths more, maybe 5 to 6 rounds more. If you are able to understand the sensations, you can bring the hands back onto the knees. Close your eyes and just watch the abdominal movements. This is the first part of breathing in 3 parts of breath. So we'll work 5 breaths here. Do not worry, whether you're going too fast, whether you're going too slow. Just see whether you're comfortable there with the inhalation and the exhalation. Now gradually we will start extending the breath with the next part, that is the second part of your breathing. When you inhale, you will start feeling the abdomen bloating. After that, inhale a little more to feel the expansion towards the ribs. And then start exhaling to feel the contraction in your ribs and sink into your abdominal movements. So we are extending the length of your breath and also of your exhalation. Inhalation, feeling the abdomen bloating, and inhaling more from there to feel the expansion into your rib cages. Exhaling, feeling the rib cages contracting, and then abdomen sinking into the spine. The same practice we can try with the eyes closed. 5 to 6 breaths more here. Inhaling, feeling the abdomen. Extending the inhalation to feel the rib cages. Exhaling, feeling the rib cages contract and abdomen sinking into the spine. 2 more breaths will work. Inhaling, the abdomen bloats and the rib cages expand. Exhaling, the rib cages contract and the abdomen sinks into the spine. This is the second part of breathing. This also you will be practicing at least 5 to 6 breaths. Anywhere in between you feel you're rushing too much into the breath or you're tired, you can always stop the practice, close your eyes and just stay here to watch the natural breath. We will be extending the breath more towards the chest and till the upper areas of the chest. This is the third part of breathing. So you will be extending the inhalation till your chest and extending the exhalation again back into the navel region, into the abdominal region. So when you inhale, the abdomen will start bloating. Then extending the inhalation, the rib cages expand. And from there further the chest expands till the collarbones. When you start exhaling, the collarbones starts contracting. The chest starts contracting and then the rib cages and then the navel sinks into the spine. Inhalation, the abdomen bloats and you extend the inhalation towards the ribs, towards the chest and towards the collarbones. As you start exhaling from the collarbones towards the chest, towards the ribs and towards the navel region. We will practice this for another 10 breaths, observing the navel, the rib cages and the chest area, and we'll practice with this eyes closed. This is called Deergha Pranayama, 3 parts breathing or intentional breathing. Now in this pranayama, you are activating the whole passage of the breath, all the 3 lobes of the lungs, that is the diaphragm, the rib cages and the chest area. And in this practice of pranayama, you will be able to build more focus and more calmness in your mind, because this doesn't allow your mind to get disturbed into other thought waves, because you're constantly watching the sensations of your body to every breath of yours. So it will always set an intention towards your practice. Supposing if you're starting off the practice after a long day's work and you're still taking a lot of backlogs of the work in your head. So before you start off with your any yogic practice or any other pranayama practice or any other meditation practice, this practice, Deergha Pranayama practice will always help you to build that intention towards your practice, and you will be completely focused on your practice. Now this is a very good practice even to relieve the stress. Since again it is the same factor here, you are improving the quality, the quantity of your breath, the intake of the breath towards the oxygen content in the intake of the breath is more oxygen content is getting supplied to your brain, the brain is getting activated since it is receiving more oxygenated blood. So I hope I was able to take you through all this complete technique of Deergha Pranayama, a very important foundational practice before you go ahead with any other kind of pranayama practice. Thank you and keep practicing.